Boris Becker has urged tennis fans to stop comparing Carlos Alcaraz to the Big Three, as it would be misleading to expect the Spaniard to win as many Grand Slam titles as them. In a plea, Becker claimed the 20-year-old still needed time to develop. Although he recently started coaching Alcaraz's young rival Holger Rune, the German still talked up the world number two's game. Alcaraz has taken the tennis world by storm over the last couple of years, emerging as the next dominant force in the sport. Last year, he became the youngest world number one in ATP history, aged just 19. He was also the first teenage male Grand Slam champion since Rafael Nadal in 2005. He added to his major tally this season, winning his second by stunning Novak Djokovic on Wimbledon's centre court. Alcaraz's upswing has earned him comparisons to Djokovic, Nadal and Roger Federer. But Becker isn't convinced that the comments will help the Spaniard, despite seeing him as a good successor to their legacy. It's almost impossible to avoid comparison with Novak Djokovic, Rafael Nadal and Roger Federer, the six-time Grand Slam champion told Eurosport's Das Gelbe vom Ball. But please give him time to develop, so that he doesn't lose interest in the sport, because we still need him for a few years. While Becker thought Alcaraz was a fascinating player and an incredible attraction, he didn't want there to be any expectations of the Spaniard winning as many Grand Slams as Djokovic, Nadal and Federer. He continued, "It is misleading to think that Carlos can surpass 20 Grand Slam titles. I am convinced that three players will never again win more than 20 Grand Slam tournaments at the same time." The 55-year-old was still a big fan of the world number two, explaining that he drew crowds wherever he went. He is very important for the tennis scene, a great ambassador. Also, last but not least, a great successor of the Big Three. Becker's comments come at an interesting time as the German recently started coaching Rune, the world number 6, who is just a few days older than Alcaraz. The Dane is one of the main rivals to Alcaraz's current and future dominance and is expected to join him at the top of tennis when the Big Three era comes to a complete close. Rune already has a winning record against Djokovic, upsetting him in last year's Paris-Bercy final to win his first Masters 1000 title. Rune will be hoping that Becker also sees him as an important ambassador for the sport and another player who can succeed the Big Three. The 20-year-old has been struggling for form of late, going 1-6 in matches since reaching the quarterfinal of Wimbledon.